Begin with your feet shoulder width apart. The knees are slightly soft and the tailbone is pointing down towards the ground, so you have a neutral pelvis and a straight spine. I'm going to start by rubbing the hands. This is to activate the energy and warmth that's transmitted from the hands, or more specifically the Lao Gong point, right in the center of the palm. Ideally, rub them for about a minute until they feel nice and warm and full of energy. And then just pull them apart from one another, just a few inches, and see what you can feel. You might be able to feel the energy between the palms or the Lao Gong points communicating with one another. It might feel a bit squidgy, so just have a play around with that and see what you can feel. Then take the hands and press them in towards the belly. The palms are going to be facing inwards, but they're just hovering off the surface of the abdomen. This is a version of the Wuji posture, which specifically focuses on nourishing our qi. You can think of it as being focused around the lower tien area, or more specifically the kidneys and sex organs, which house our original qi, our yuan qi. Then press your hands crossed over on the surface of the body at the lower tien. Doesn't matter which hand first, whichever you feel more natural. And just start rubbing the hands first clockwise around the navel. Take some nice, relaxed, deep belly breaths in while you're doing this, and enjoy the warmth that you're generating from the palms of your hands into the belly. And then do some circles anti-clockwise, feeling that energy being activated within, and connecting with slow, relaxed abdominal breaths. Rest the hands on the lower dantian for a moment and take a nice, relaxed breath in and out. And then move the palms of the hands round to the lower back area, just underneath the rib cage. We'll do the same rubbing in circles, focusing this time on the kidney area. And feel the warmth of your hands nourishing and activating the kidneys. And then do some circles in the opposite direction. Bring the hands back round to the front so that the palms are once again hovering off the surface of the skin and facing in towards the belly. Connect with the belly breath. Feel the gentle expansion of the belly as you inhale and the contraction as you exhale. Then take the feet out as wide as you can, comfortably, and still have your feet parallel. Bend the knees so that you're sitting into the position. You still want the perineum and the tailbone to point down. And then make fists with your hands and draw the fists back in towards the ribs, sitting just a little inch or two lower into the stance. The knees are bent so that they're forming a kind of right angle, and likewise the fists and the arms are forming an angular structure as well. This is an earth element version of the standing meditation Zhan Zhuang. The nod to the earth element is represented by the angles, the 90-degree angles that you're forming with the body, and we'll do a little bit more on this shortly. But while you're in the standing posture, breathe gently. Visualize the energy coming up through your strong and stable lower half from the earth and nourishing the body. We're going to prepare for a bit more earth element work with a little bit of fire. So keeping the feet where they are, just maybe come out of horse stance for a moment, relax the legs, shake the hands out, and then wrap the fingers around your thumbs into a different kind of fist. This is our fire element fist, and pull back towards the ribs again. Press one fist out along the center line, rotate it around, and then present it forward, palm down, release the fist, and draw it back towards the rib. So you punch one fist out along the center line, turn it upside down, rotate the fist around the elbow, fist is up, and then you put the palm down, releasing the fist, and then draw it back. So you're wrapping the fingers around the thumb again. Press out the fist, rotate the hand around, release with the palm down, and draw the fist back in. The breath for this is that you're exhaling all the way around throughout the whole movement. Just keep exhaling, and then you're inhaling as you're drawing the fist back in. Then you exhale, punching out, keeping along the center line. Rotate the fist around the elbow, release the fist, and then inhale back in. Exhale, punching out, rotating around. This is from the 12 rivers. It's focusing on the small intestine. Then release the chi lock. Bring the feet back in so that they're about hip width apart. Shake the hands and the legs out if you need to after being in horse stance. And then with slightly soft knees, just inhale, bringing the hands, palms facing up over the head. Clasp the fingers together and bring them down over the crown of the head. Press the palms facing up, come up onto the tiptoes. Back down, softening the knees, palms face down over the crown. Separate and then float the hands down towards the tien. Inhale, bringing the hands up. Exhale, interweave the fingers, pushing up onto tiptoes. Inhale, bring hands down over the crown. And then exhale, hands separate and float down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, press palms facing up. Inhale, hands back over the crown. Exhale, hands float down. Inhale, this is working on the triple warmer. Exhale, push up. Inhale, bring the energy back over the crown. Exhale, float the hands down. Inhale, up. Exhale, press up onto tiptoes. Inhale, hands down. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale, up. Exhale, push. Inhale, and exhale, float the arms back down. Take the feet out a little bit wider again, shoulder width apart, into our Nourishing the Qi Wuji posture. Breathe gently and let some of that fire energy settle. Then moving into an earth element sequence now. Start bouncing up and down. If you don't want to jump, you can just bounce at the knee, leaving your feet on the ground. But otherwise, if you are jumping, try and have a very light, springy bounce. This is from our animal play warm-up sequence. This is the leopard, which is our earth element animal. You can jump from side to side. You can do a bit more of a forwards and backwards bounce if you like. As you're bouncing, keep it light and springy and just try and have the top half relaxed so that the little shock is going through your body and shoulders and arms are nice and relaxed. You can also cross the feet over a little bit. Just keep bouncing. And then take the feet out into a wide horse stance again. So feet are parallel. And we make a different chi look with the hands. Press the fingertips into the palms. And the thumbs are kind of hooked in, pressed in towards the palms. This is our leopard's paw. Arms are at right angles. And we're going to inhale with the arms out and exhale, push them in towards one another. Inhale out and exhale, press them in. So your knees are nice and bent. You're creating a right angle with the legs if you can. And then the arms are in right angles. You're inhaling, pressing outwards, and exhale, pressing in. It's good if you can watch yourself in a reflective surface when you do this, just to make sure that the arms are keeping that right angle structure and the elbows aren't dropping too far down and that the arms and hands are in alignment. Then press one hand downwards and one hand back. Inhale as you switch the arms around, pressing the other hand down and the other hand back. Again, we're trying to keep the shoulders dropped down, the elbows up so that the shoulders and the elbows are in a straight line, and the hands are kind of making that 90-degree angle. If it's not exact, don't worry too much. We're just trying to get the characteristic of the square shape to get the correct alignment so that you can really open your chest and back and shoulders. The leopard animal play and the earth element exercises are all about building that muscle strength and stability. And the muscles are engaged in their strongest position when they're between about 40 to 60% of their length, which is why the right angles occur in these kind of movements. Then we're going to create right angles with the legs. Turn to the side, lunging, and bend the knee down. As you turn and bend the knee down towards the ground, press the hands in your leopard paws up. Switching from side to side, press the hands up. So just try and get your alignment. Get the knee down towards the floor, press the hands up. switch sides. You can exhale as you press up if you like, inhaling as you switch sides. Bend the knee, exhale, press up. Come back to center, and then keeping the hands in leopard pose, bring them out so they're both facing up, and then place one so the back of the hand is underneath the other elbow. Inhale as you swap the arms over, and exhale as you punch one leopard paw out. Keeping your hands in this leopard paw position and your arms in this angular position, you're activating a special alignment and engagement of the muscles. When you're using this kind of angle, the force is much more focused on the connective tissue, which gives the movement a different feeling. Come out of your wide horse stance, give the hands and the legs a good shake. And then we're going to do some work on our microcosmic orbit. So feet are shoulder width apart, knees are soft. Give the hands another little rub, just to activate that energy in the palms. Pull the palms away from one another again to help connect with that energy between the palms. And then press the palms in towards the body in your nourishing Qi posture. Take a nice deep breath and release. And then slowly bring the hands round, level with the hips. And you're going to inhale as you draw them up, keeping the hands parallel all the way up to the head. And then exhale, push them down and forward. So you're creating a big circle with the hands. Inhale, drawing the hands parallel, up, over the head. And then exhale, push them down and forwards. It's like you're turning a big wheel. Inhale, draw the hands, keeping them parallel, all the way up to the head. This is the upper dantian. And exhale, push them down and around to the front. You can incorporate a slight sway here as well, leaning forward into the toes as you draw the arms up, and then leaning back into the heels as you press them down and forward. Inhale, leaning forward, draw the hands up to the head. Exhale, lean back into the heels, push the hands down and forwards. Inhale, drawing the hands up. And then exhale, push them down and forwards, leaning back. This time, just draw the hands up as far as the chest or the middle dantian. Exhale, push them down and forwards, keeping the same swaying motion. So inhale, hands up to the chest, leaning forward into the toes, and then exhale, leaning back into the heels. All the while, you're keeping the palms parallel again so that the two Lao Gong points on your palms can communicate with one another. You might be able to feel some energy between them still. Inhale as you draw the hands up towards the middle dantian. This is the center of the emotional body. And exhale, press the hands down and forwards, turning that wheel. Inhale, leaning forwards into the toes, and then exhale, leaning back into the heels. This time, draw the hands up as far as the waist, and then exhale, push them down and forward. So now we're concentrating our turning of the wheel around the lower half of the body, the lower dantian. You can still do the swaying and the breath. So inhale as you draw the hands up and lean forward. Exhale, hands forward and lean back. Inhale, draw the hands up, keeping them parallel. Exhale, lean back, press them down and forwards. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale the hands up, nice gentle abdominal breaths. Exhale them down. Bring the hands back in front of the body at the dantian so that the palms are facing one another. Play with that energy in between them. And then face the palms in towards the body, back into our nourishing the Qi, Wuji posture. With the knees soft, tailbone pointing down, chin tucked, straight spine. Just breathe gently here. Enjoy the nourishment of the energy coming from the palms of your hands into the body. And the earth energy rising up as you inhale from the soles of your feet up into the body And then as you exhale, release that energy back down into the earth.